JD from New York here. Monday Night Raw review. May 23rd, 2016. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about. Normally, when I come on here to do Extreme Rules or whatever the fucking pay-per-view review is, normally when there's a pay-per-view review, a lot of us are hot-headed. A lot of us are living in the moment and feeling the moment. I come here specifically to give you guys a review the best that I can. Some of you might agree with me, some of you might not agree with me. But when we watch the pay-per-view unfold, we say things that we might not fully get across to each and everybody that's listening to us. I know for a fact that I'm hot-headed, and when I see something that I like, you'll know. When I see something that I don't like, I'll let you guys know. Now that we're 24 hours removed from the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, I have a little bit more time to digest what we've seen in the main event. And to those who viewed my review, the likes to dislike ratio was fucking great. A lot of you guys agreed with where I was going with my review and understood why I was upset. But I want to reiterate it to you guys again tonight on this review, because Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins is the direction WWE is going in. Okay? I don't have a problem with Roman Reigns. I don't. I don't like him. I am not a fan of Roman Reigns. I'm not going to be seen wearing Roman Reigns paraphernalia walking down the street. I'm not going to go to a fucking show and hold up a Roman Reigns sign. No, I'm not going to do such things. I will let you guys know here, now, and every single time why I don't like Roman Reigns. And I hope you fully understand that after last night's review. And I will reiterate that again tonight if you guys did not see that review. I will never take Roman Reigns' skill and talent away from him. I've seen the growth. I've seen him excel. And I've said it before, and you guys can quote me. To those who've been watching me, you know I've given Roman Reigns his due. Roman Reigns, when put in a big match situation, more times than not, he has excelled. He might not be a ring general. He might not be the best wrestler on the roster. In fact, he doesn't even need to be. When Roman Reigns is put in a big match situation, he will excel, and he has done so with several different opponents, spanning Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt, AJ Styles. All three men have very different, unique styles to them. Brock Lesnar, he's done it all. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. He's been put in situations and he has excelled. I don't think Roman Reigns is deserving of a WWE Championship. I don't think Roman Reigns is the guy. I don't think Roman Reigns will ever be the guy that WWE wants him to be. I don't have a problem with Roman Reigns winning. I don't have a problem with Roman Reigns holding the title, though I don't think he deserves it. My problem is how WWE has booked Roman Reigns. After last night, I still think that the ending of Extreme Rules was one of the worst ever. Whoever booked that pay-per-view ending, whoever scripted that ending, whoever oversaw that match and produced that match, had to be on some type of fucking medication. I don't know who that person is, but he honestly needs to jump off Titan Tower and just fucking leave WWE forever. In fact, if he jumped off Titan Tower, he'd probably land on a fucking goon walking down the street. This goon would coincidentally be wearing a Roman Reigns t-shirt, and the WWE producer would land on this goon, and the goon would kick out at 2.5. That's how WWE has been booking Roman Reigns. Anything having to do with Roman Reigns seems to be unstoppable. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely absurd. I have an issue, and my issue with Reigns is how he is being booked. The Superman shtick has got to go. And I stated this on my video, why I don't like Roman Reigns. It is not believable. Call me crazy, call me absurd, call me a fucking goon. I know WWE is predetermined, but I'm not watching a comic book. I'm not watching a movie. I'm not reading a comic book, I should say. I'm not watching a Marvel movie. I'm not watching some fucking bullshit on television. And I'm not fucking living the moment of this superhero mentality. I'm not about that when I'm watching WWE. The reason why people don't like Roman Reigns is because he's been modeled after John Cena. And nobody wants that. What John Cena has done and what John Cena continues to do, and the way WWE continues to book him, even now, is not believable. There's a reason why people embraced Bryan and Punk, and they're embracing Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, guys like that. The new wave of fucking guys. Normal guys. Guys who aren't pushed down our throats and who aren't booked as Superman's protege. Roman Reigns is not liked because of the particular way he is being booked. That's why. I can't stand it. When I look at Roman Reigns, I see an ordinary individual. I see an ordinary wrestler, nothing to him. The reason why he is the WWE Champion is because he is the most marketable out of anybody on the roster. His look, his pretty boy persona, and his family background. That is why he is the WWE Champion. That is why he is on top of the company right now as the guy. But when you look at Roman Reigns and you see how he is being booked, especially last night at Extreme Rules, it is not believable. It is not believable at all. I know WWE is predetermined, but when I watch, I would like some sort of believability. I would like some sort of realism. The reason why I was so vocal about Extreme Rules and Roman Reigns is because of this Superman persona that is being forced upon everybody in regards to Roman Reigns. There's no one that should kick out of a Boot of Doom, a Magic Killer, 2 Styles Clashes, and fucking 10 chair shots. However many chair shots, give or take, it was last night. The way AJ Styles delivered those chair shots would level anybody. But Roman Reigns gets up, delivers 1 spear, and wins the fucking match. That's not believable to me, man. I want some sort of realism. But then Seth Rollins comes out, delivers 1 pedigree, and Seth Rollins lays out Roman Reigns, and that's it. And I know some of you guys came to me and said, JD, AJ Styles took just as much punishment during the match. It was about even. I don't give a shit what happened during the match. The closing segment is the only thing that you're going to remember in that match. Other than that, the match was fucking fantastic. It wasn't match of the year quality. Nothing will top Nakamura and Zayn. It was a great match. Both men excelled. Both men went into New Jersey and fucking kicked ass. I will never take that away from a Roman Reigns or AJ Styles. What I have a problem with is the way things are being booked. It's not believable to me. And now WWE is staring at a Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns fucking feud going into Money in the Bank. People have been booing Roman Reigns. This is clear, this is evident, okay? They've been cheering everybody that's been going against Roman Reigns. It's the opposite of what WWE has wanted here. That's a problem. Now, whether WWE believes in faces and heels, I don't know. But if WWE is in this mindset of Roman Reigns is the guy, and he's going out there and being booed, and you can put anybody out there, whether he is the biggest villain in the fucking wrestling industry, and he's going to get cheered because he's going against Roman Reigns, who the fans don't want, don't accept, and don't like, that's a fucking problem. That's a problem. Okay? WWE right now with Rollins and Reigns, we're going to have fantastic matches. It's going to be a great feud. The story writes itself. Rollins has been out. He's back. He wants the title. He never lost it. Reigns right now has the title that Rollins had, and he wants it back. We're going to get a feud. We're going to get fucking great matches out of it. But what WWE did tonight, and what I seen, it looks like they don't care. It looks like they don't care at all. This is going to end up as cheer for anybody and boo for anybody you want. We don't give a shit. He's our guy. We don't give a shit. That's what I see. Just chant whatever the fuck you want. That's a problem to me. I'm of the old school, man. I want a definitive heel and a definitive face. We don't have that right now. We don't have that, and especially after what Seth Rollins did tonight and what he said on Monday Night Raw, we're not going to get it at all. Rollins is and will be a legit threat to Roman Reigns and what Roman Reigns has done and built over the last year. He holds the top spot. That now is in jeopardy because of Seth Rollins' return. To me, it looked like WWE, and I said this on Twitter, WWE remains to be ignorant when it comes to Roman Reigns, and I don't understand why. Why are they doing the things that they do with Roman Reigns? I mean, enough is enough already. Now, this is real talk right now. I'm not angry. I'm not bitter. I'm giving it to you guys as I see it tonight. And scroll through my Twitter. WWE is remaining ignorant with Roman Reigns. Wouldn't it be easier after the ovation and reaction Rollins got at Extreme Rules? Wouldn't it be easier if they pushed Rollins as a babyface and Roman as the heel? But WWE made Rollins go out there and receive this hero's welcome, and then he flipped the damn script out of nowhere. He talks about how he's back and how we wanted it and we missed him. And then he's talking about receiving fan mail, and he didn't read one fucking letter. And instead of opening the envelopes and reading the contents of those letters, he ripped them all up and burned every single fucking one of them because he doesn't need us. WWE is still forcing the initiative of Roman Reigns is the guy you should be cheering for. Even though Rollins is back, Roman Reigns is the guy we still want to push down your throat as the guy, as the face. Rollins went from babyface to fucking heel in 5 minutes. And I don't understand that. That's illogical to me. It would be easier for WWE to push Seth Rollins as a babyface at this point, but they are refusing that. They're going the more difficult route, and a route that has already failed multiple times with Roman Reigns. I didn't get that opening segment at all. I didn't get that. The WWE right now knows everybody is going to reject Roman Reigns, but they continue to be stubborn instead of pushing the guy that clearly people want to cheer for. And they just flip the switch like that out of nowhere. Rollins right now is the clear choice for the WWE Championship. But how do you get him back with the title without diminishing what they've done with Roman Reigns? It's a very, very tough task. It is a very, very tough task. Some say Roman Reigns has earned his spot. I disagree. I don't think he's earned anything. He's proved that he's a hard worker. He's proved that he's gotten better. I do not think Roman Reigns has earned this spot. To me, Roman Reigns has always been a fucking placeholder for Seth Rollins. And when Seth Rollins was eventually due to make his return, which was at Extreme Rules, and now he's back officially on Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins now is in pursuit of the title that he never lost. And we know Roman Reigns has been a placeholder. If you're a smart fan with logic, with a brain, you know Roman Reigns has been nothing but a second place guy. He is a placeholder. He's kept the title warm for Rollins. Rollins right now, as far as WWE goes, and in my honest opinion, is the smarter choice. If you're looking for a guy that you want as a true face of the company, Roman Reigns is not it right now. With the way the crowd reacted to Seth Rollins, that is your guy. Especially after Extreme Rules. And when that music hit on Monday Night Raw tonight, again, it proved to you and everybody else that Rollins, upon his return, is the guy. Now, what if WWE foolishly books Roman Reigns to beat Seth Rollins? What do they do then? What do they do then? Rollins, as far as I see it, will be pushed as whatever the fuck he wants. He plays the coward heel great. That's the role he played before he got injured, and it looked like, as of tonight, that's the role he's going to continue to play. But he came out as a babyface. So I don't understand the role reversal there. But what if WWE books Roman Reigns to beat Seth Rollins? What are they going to do then? They are going to have their backs against the wall if that happens. Because if Reigns beats Rollins, the crowd and everybody that hates him already will hate him 10 times more. And your initiative of pushing Reigns as the babyface, that fucking light at the end of the tunnel is going completely fucking dark. You'll never find fucking where you're going. You'll never find your way out of that tunnel ever again. So what does WWE do here? Do they give Rollins, the smarter choice, the title? Or do they completely fuck up their initiative and realize that what they did with Roman Reigns is a complete fucking failure? And have everybody hate him even more? I don't know. After a 6-month injury, you'd think WWE would make Rollins come back as this fucking heroic guy to slay the guy who is undeserving. But no, WWE flipped everything and gave Rollins a hero's welcome and had him flip the fucking script. Right before our very eyes. Which nobody understood. Why continue forcing him down our throats if he's not the guy we want? What is it going to take to convince these people? Enough with this fucking Superman bullshit. He's not the guy we want. Rollins is the smart choice. Rollins is the safe choice. If WWE does not do the right thing with Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns will never, ever, ever come out of that stigma as being the guy. He will always be. Going forward, at least for the rest of 2016, he will be the most hated man in WWE, if not already. True. Absolutely true. It's going to be very interesting the next couple of weeks, but I don't trust WWE to get out of this. I mean, I don't trust WWE with anything right now, the way things have been going, let alone this. What are they going to do? It's going to be very interesting to see. There was an interaction with Stephanie and Seth Rollins tonight. There was an interaction between Stephanie and Seth Rollins tonight. She said that there is no plan B and that their professional relationship has changed. Shaking hands. Seth Rollins looked confused. To me, this looked like just a little tease for Seth Rollins and Triple H at SummerSlam. Possibly. Maybe. If WWE wants to embrace Roman, maybe Roman joins the Authority. I don't know. If they want to embrace that fucking heel and embrace that hate, Roman could eventually join the Authority. Stephanie and Triple H and be that guy that Seth Rollins was. Role reversing, and that would be a good way to transition both of them into the roles that they should be playing. Roman is the heel, and Rollins is the babyface. It's an idea. I don't know. But this is where WWE is going right now. They're going right for the jugular. Reigns, Rollins, Money in the Bank, WWE Championship. It's happening. There's no doubt in my mind we're going to get great matches. We're going to get great feuds out of this. The most important thing we have to see and we have to monitor is how WWE is going to protect both Roman, their investment, and protect Seth Rollins. I don't think I have any faith in WWE to do the right thing. But it's going to be very interesting to see. Those are my opening thoughts on Monday Night Raw. That was the big thing. The big fucking anticlimactic announcement by Shane McMahon. That's the main event for Money in the Bank. Speaking of Money in the Bank, WWE did very, very good. And people thought I was sarcastic on Twitter. They did very, very well with announcing qualifying matches for Money in the Bank. Not only do I like this concept, generally, because I am one for those types of situations, to earn your way into these types of matches, whether it's an Elimination Chamber, whether it's a Royal Rumble, whether it's a fucking Money in the Bank, a tournament, whatever the case may be. The Money in the Bank has been big enough over the last several years that not anybody can just waltz on in there and be qualified for a Money in the Bank. This match is guaranteed the winner a WWE Championship match. There's no way you should randomly pick people from a hat. There's no way you're going to be fucking throwing darts at the fucking wall. Okay, it's going to be Heath Slater. Okay, it's going to be Apollo Cruz. No, you have to fucking put matches together for people to invest in, and you have to have guys qualify. That's the way I like it, and that's what WWE did. They made the Money in the Bank briefcase match, ladder match, feel important tonight, and I commend WWE for that. And we got some great matches out of it. And from what we've seen tonight, I know in my heart that what we've seen tonight definitely wielded one of the winners of the Money in the Bank. And I say one of the winners because there's rumors going around that there's going to be a women's Money in the Bank. I don't know how truthful that is, but we'll see as the weeks go on. Sami Zayn versus Sheamus. Sami Zayn wins with the Helluva Kick. Very, very good match. Crowd obviously is enjoying Sami Zayn. He's been one of the best things on WWE TV. Sheamus apparently is sick and tired of the new era. He looked frustrated after his loss. And post-match, Apollo Crews was talking to Renee Young, and he got sneak attacked by Sheamus. As soon as Apollo Crews mentions the new era, he got fucking lit up in the back. He got his ass kicked. Sheamus yelling, this is the new era. You're talking about the new era. No one's going to replace me. This one instance made Sheamus look more important than he's ever looked in the last 12 months. I like this because it gives Sheamus character. It gives him direction. He's a frustrated veteran, tired of the new guys stealing his spot, and he wants to make an impression. He wants to teach the young guys a lesson. I like that. I like that. And I can get behind Sheamus when he has direction, because he's decent in the ring, and he's been given nothing but garbage over the last year. I can get behind that, and I can't wait to see that develop. And yes, I'm being positive, because Sheamus, out of everybody in the League of Nations, needed direction. This is so simple and effective. It works. I like it. New Day versus Social Outcast. Who the fuck cares? I mean, really. This was one of those segments that pretty much was throwaway, because they didn't have anything lined up for the New Day as of right now. They put them out there with the Social Outcasts. I guess Adam Rose was fucking holding them back or something, because they haven't been showcased on TV, and it takes him the day that he gets released for them to put them back on television. Maybe Adam Rose was a curse after all. Miz versus Cesaro. This went 11 minutes. Cesaro beat The Miz with the neutralizer. I like that Cesaro's in the Money in the Bank. What I thought was going to happen was that these guys were going to have a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship at Money in the Bank, but they're giving you that match on SmackDown. Tapings are happening on Tuesday. This match will air on Thursday. Rematch for the IC title. Cesaro's third opportunity for the title. Does the third time end up being the charm for Cesaro? I don't know. I know a lot of people want Cesaro to be champion. A lot of people think Cesaro deserves to be champion. But this was a decent match. I mean, there's nothing special. And I've been stating this for weeks. Cesaro and The Miz, it's okay. It's watchable. It's not going to fucking, have you on the edge of your seat. That's why they added Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to the fucking feud. Because that dynamic automatically ups the ante. With Cesaro and The Miz, it's whatever, it's nothing fucking crazy. When you add Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, that's when, okay, this is a can't-miss fucking feud. But Cesaro beat The Miz. He got some type of revenge. He qualifies for Money in the Bank. Neutralized at 11:24. He moves on to the ladder match at the pay-per-view. Chris Jericho versus Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews and Jericho, it was okay. I mean, a lot of people are telling me Apollo Crews sucks. He's got no reaction. He gets no fucking emotion from the crowd. Nobody's popping for him. That's not his fault. That's not his fault at all. WWE has done nothing with him for the past few weeks. He hasn't been showcased on Monday Night Raw. When you stop showcasing people for 3 weeks at a time and then want to fucking put them randomly on a Raw in a qualifying match, I mean, why is anybody going to care? There's no promo packages. There's no video packages. There's no coming attractions. Nothing for Apollo Crews. This guy's been fucking blind walking into the fucking WWE with absolutely no direction. It's like a chicken with its head cut off. What the fuck do you expect him to do? What do you expect the crowd to do? Though the crowd tonight really didn't fucking do anything. They didn't inject any energy into that fucking show tonight. And the show was decent. It wasn't that bad of a fucking show. Definitely better than what the fuck we've been given. I'll tell you that. Jericho and Cruz. This match went 7 minutes. Jericho actually beat Cruz here. Now, I said this on Twitter. And I am okay with this. I wanted Cruz to win too. I'm okay with this. Because if this leads to a feud between Cruz and Sheamus, I'm okay with it. If it does not lead to a feud between Cruz and Sheamus, then it was the wrong decision. I commend Jericho for coming back and, having another match after the brutality that he had in the steel cage match. I know that took a lot out of him for a guy his age, thumbtacks and all. He comes back and wins. Codebreaker to Apollo Crews at 7 minutes and 46 seconds. Sheamus was seen laughing in the back, which has me hoping that Cruz and Sheamus now are going to be feuding. But WWE and the shit announcers didn't really play up the fact that Apollo Crews got beat down in the back, and maybe that's why he lost the match. They should have sold the beatdown from Sheamus a little bit more. But like I said, if this leads to a feud between Sheamus and Cruz, this is a good decision. So we'll see what happens with that. Big Cass versus Bubba Ray Dudley. Enzo comes back. Great to see him back. He's in good spirits. He's fucking his old self again. One of the best guys on the microphone in the WWE. Hopefully, they start building towards a new day. And Enzo and Cass showdown. I think that's where they're going to go. The Dudleys, apparently, when Bubba Ray Dudley is not feuding with Joe Cronin's show, he's losing matches on Monday Night Raw and showing everybody why the Dudleys are nothing but a scrub tag team. Big Cass beats Bubba Ray with the Empire Elbow at 3 minutes and 11 seconds. And yes, Bubba Ray Dudley has been feuding with Joe Cronin. If you guys want to go check Bubba Ray Dudley's Twitter out, nothing but Joe Cronin all over the fucking last couple of tweets he's been tweeting out, calling everybody a loser, and he's an IWC mark, and he's a fucking idiot, and he's just one of them guys who fucking, I don't know, something happened last night where Bubba Ray Dudley called people idiots for chanting, "You can't wrestle," or, he's telling fans to shut up and just fucking watch the show, and they have no mind to speak. These people pay their tickets. They're not allowed to fucking cheer whatever the fuck they want. Get the fuck out of here, man. Money in the Bank qualifying match. This is the only one I really didn't care about, man. It's tough for me to get involved with Dean Ambrose's character and Dolph Ziggler's character. I really didn't care. I was over here fucking fooling around on YouTube and whatnot. Dean Ambrose beats Dolph Ziggler with the Dirty Deeds at 12 minutes and 9 seconds. Charlotte, I forgot to mention this, and I don't know how I seen this, or how I missed this in my notes. I want to say something about this Charlotte segment with Ric Flair. I liked it. Some of you might have thought it was cringe. Some of you thought it was a little fucking, it went on a little too long, and, it was hard to watch. If it was hard for you to watch, then that means WWE and Charlotte and Flair and everybody involved in this did their job. They did their job. I thought Charlotte was great here. She came off great. And I said this months ago, and people called me a goon for it. I mean, who else in the women's division right now has the mic presence of Charlotte? Nobody. Who else is doing the things that she's doing? Nobody. I liked it. Not only did it bring back memories of my grandfather, because I would never talk to my fucking grandfather or my dad like that. I seen Ric Flair crying, but it seems like he's fucking crying over everything. Guy could fucking spill milk. He could fucking stain his shirt with fucking coffee in the morning. He'd be fucking crying a river of tears, Ric Flair. Looked like he was drunk, by the way. As soon as Charlotte started to tell him get out of the ring, he just stood there like he didn't know what the fuck was going on, as if he was fucking smirking. I don't know whether he had a couple of cold beverages before the fucking show started, before he went out there, but he looked like he was fucking comatose. But that's normal for Ric Flair. But Charlotte did a very, very good job here. And it gets her over as a fucking bitch. That's what you want. This is what we want. We wanted Ric Flair and Charlotte to be broken up as a duo. Charlotte's going out on her own. Now she has Dana Brooke. She doesn't need her father anymore. Now it sets up the dynamic as to, fuck this bitch. I can't wait for Ric Flair to get his revenge on his daughter. Ric Flair costing his daughter the title because of what she did to him. Now, everybody who hates Charlotte for what she did, WWE did their job with this segment. Now, those people want to see Charlotte lose even more. I liked it. And like I said, who is doing what Charlotte is doing now in the women's division? Nobody. She was great. Nothing wrong with that segment. So, we got one more match here. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. It looks like the club is finished. No more club. No more breakfast club. No more strip club. No more poker club. It's all done. I don't know what's going on here, but with AJ Styles breaking away, saying that he doesn't need Anderson and Gallows anymore, it looks like hashtag Balor Club is confirmed. All but confirmed. How they introduce Finn Balor here remains to be seen. It might happen. It might happen very, very soon. It might happen after TakeOver. If Finn Balor loses to Samoa Joe, we will see Finn Balor immediately after that match. How they're going to integrate Finn Balor into this storyline, I have no idea. WWE has a few ways to go. If they want to make it memorable, they need to make a huge impact with Finn Balor. You're not just going to bring him up. It needs to be impactful. But I doubt WWE's got anything planned because they merely want him on the main roster because Vince McMahon wants Finn Balor on the main roster. Whether they got plans for him or not, I don't know. But if it leads to a match with AJ Styles and Finn Balor, I'm not going to fucking complain. I just wish things were done a little bit more differently. A little bit more impactful. You know? These guys have fucking been jobbed out left and right. I think they deserve some type of fucking push. Some type of rebuilding needs to be done for these guys. As far as AJ Styles goes, he lost tonight. Pop-up powerbomb by Kevin Owens. Let me tell you something. I don't think WWE realizes what they have in AJ Styles. I really do not believe they understand what they have in AJ Styles. This guy is unfucking believable. And what he has done in the last 2 months, WWE seriously needs to sit down and find a way to compensate this guy for the hard work that he's done. I mean, he's come into the WWE since January, and there's been nobody on the main roster besides Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn that has fucking done the things that he's done. Kevin Owens has had a fantastic year so far. Sami Zayn has knocked it out of the ballpark on the main roster. AJ Styles is right up there. And WWE really needs to think about how they're going to compensate this guy for the hard work. I don't know whether or not he's really fucking hurt, but this guy continues to go out there after a 30-minute Extreme Rules match with Roman Reigns, and he's still doing fucking 450 splashes. He's bouncing off fucking steel steps, being powerbombed off steel steps, fucking doing planches off the fucking top rope, phenomenal forearms, Pele kicks. I mean, this guy's unbelievable. WWE needs to give AJ Styles some type of recognition. He's not being buried. I mean, he was buried at Extreme Rules, I'll tell you that. He wasn't buried tonight. He wasn't buried tonight. I think the right guy won. I thought the club was going to fuck over Styles, but they kept it to a minimum. They let these guys go out there for 17 minutes, and it was a clean victory. I like the clean victories, man. Fuck these interferences and these fucking distraction roll-ups. Kevin Owens won. Kevin Owens won. Whoever won this match was going to win Money in the Bank. Whether it was Styles or Kevin Owens. Whoever won this match was going to win Money in the Bank. My money is on Kevin Owens. So, that is that. Great fucking match. AJ Styles is just absolutely amazing. And it's intriguing to see what they're going to do with Anderson and Gallows now. Really. You know? There's some interesting storylines coming out of this Monday Night Raw. Another thing I was confused about is I don't know why Dolph Ziggler is in a Money in the Bank qualifying match when he lost to Baron Corbin. I mean, Baron Corbin should be the one fighting Dean Ambrose. I would have much rather been seeing that match on Monday Night. I would have been more invested in that match than anything. I think Corbin's got what it takes to be a major player in WWE. That's just my opinion, though. But this was a decent Monday Night Raw, man. Certainly better than anything we've been given for the last month. Without question. Monday Night Raw had decent direction tonight. We had some decent fucking wrestling on the show tonight. Again, the show dragged simply because, again, as always, for the 3 hours and the lack of energy that the Baltimore crowd injected into the show. I mean, if the crowd was more lively, I would have been a little bit more intent to watch the full show instead of fucking dozing off or going to do something else. When you lose my attention span, then you have a fucking problem. You know, these cities really don't appreciate when a show is actually decent. But what can I say? The show last week had more energy than the show this week. That says something. But that's my Monday Night Raw review, guys. Thank you so much. Off the Script, if you missed it, links are down below. And I did a Extreme Rules review, as always. That's down below. New merchandise now is on barbershopwindow.com. I will talk about that later this week, man. All my merchandise has moved from Pro Wrestling Tees to Barbershop Window, so make sure you guys go check that out as well. And the iTunes podcast, man. We are on iTunes, 5-star podcast, AudioBoom, PODBEAN, Stitcher Radio, and Google Play, man. I am working on it. Hopefully I'll have it up right after NXT on Wednesday. We are nearing a 3-hour show, man. It's going to be fucking great. We're going to talk about some of the things we talked about here. We're going to talk about Cody Rhodes and how WWE gave him his release. Adam Rose. We're going to talk about Monday Night Raw, Extreme Rules. Bunch of shit going into that show, man, because I didn't do one last week, but I'm making it up to you guys with a 3-hour digital podcast. So make sure you guys tune into that. I'm JD. Thank you for all the love and support this weekend, and I will be back with more great WWE content this week. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you guys right back here for more great WWE content. Until then, I'm JD, and I'll talk to you soon.